Chickens are domestic birds that cannot fly. There are over 150 different breeds of chicken that come in various colors, patterns, and sizes. The chicken is believed to have descended from the wild Indian and Southeast Asian red junglefowl, which is biologically classified as the same species. With a population of more than 24 billion in 2003, there are more chickens in the world than any other bird. Chickens provide two sources of food frequently consumed by humans: their meat, also known as a chicken, and eggs which they lay. Chickens have great usefulness to humans. Chickens can be kept as pets, for breeding, egg laying, and food product. There are many different breeds that come in a variety of colors. A female chicken is called a hen. A male chicken is called a rooster. Young chickens are called chicks or poults. A group of chickens is called a flock. Roosters can usually be differentiated from hens by their striking plumage, marked by long flowing tails and bright pointed feathers on their necks. The rooster is larger and more brightly colored than the hen. He also has a larger comb on top of his head. Roosters make a very loud crowing sound, usually very early in the morning, but they can crow any time of the day. Their loud shrill is a territorial sign to other roosters. They can also be quite aggressive birds. Hens lay eggs that range in color from white to pale brown, and other pale colors depending on the breed. Chicken diet. Chickens have a varied diet. Chickens are omnivores, and will feed on small seeds, herbs and leaves, grubs, insects, and even small mammals like mice, if they can catch them. Domestic chickens are typically fed commercially prepared feed that includes a protein source as well as grains. Chickens often scratch at the soil to get at adult insects and larvae or seeds. Chickens have a well-developed gizzard that grinds up their food. Flightless birds. Although chickens are flightless birds, they do have a tendency to attempt flight. Chickens do this by running and flapping their wings. Unfortunately, they are not capable of staying airborne. Chickens sometimes can fly for very short distances, such as over fences. Chickens will sometimes attempt flight simply to explore their surroundings. However, they will especially fly in an attempt to flee when they perceive danger or are pursued by a predator. Chicken behavior. Chickens are gregarious birds and live together as a flock. Chickens have a communal approach to the incubation of eggs and raising of young. Individual chickens in a flock will dominate others, establishing a pecking order, with dominant individuals having priority for access to food and nesting locations. Removing hens or roosters from a flock causes a temporary disruption to the social order until a new pecking order is established. Chicken reproduction. When a rooster finds food, he may call the other chickens to eat it first. He does this by clucking in a high pitch as well as picking up and dropping the food. This is part of chicken courting ritual. When a hen becomes familiar coming to his call, the rooster may mate with the hen and fertilize her egg. Broody hens. Sometimes a hen will stop laying eggs to concentrate on the incubation of her eggs. This state is commonly known as going broody. A broody hen will sit fast on her nest and will protest if disturbed or removed. She will rarely leave the nest to eat, drink, or dust bathe. All the time she is sitting in the nest, she will regularly turn the eggs, keeping them at a constant temperature and humidity. At the end of the incubation period, which is an average of 21 days, the eggs will hatch, and the broody hen will take care of her young. Since individual eggs do not all hatch at exactly the same time, the hen will usually stay on the nest for about 2 days after the first egg hatches. During this time, the newly hatched chicks live off the egg yolk they absorbed just before hatching. The hen can hear the chicks peeping inside the eggs, and will gently cluck to encourage them to break out of their shells. If the eggs are not fertilized and do not hatch, the hen will eventually grow tired of being broody and leave the nest. Modern egg-laying breeds rarely go broody, and those that do often stop partway through the incubation cycle. Some breeds, such as the Cochin, Cornish, and Silkie, regularly go broody and make excellent mothers. Rooster interesting facts. First one. What type of animal is a rooster? A rooster is a male bird, a ground-feeding heavy-bodied fowl like turkey, and perhaps the only bird that holds a lot of importance in the human food chain. These birds diverged from their ancestors around 6 million years ago, and are native to South Asia. Second one. What class of animal does a rooster belong to? A rooster is a bird that belongs to the class Aves of the phylum Chordata of the kingdom Animalia. More specifically, they belong to the order Galliformes of the family Phasianidae. Birds of this order are mostly ground-dwelling birds, also known as game birds, for example, chickens. Third one. How many roosters are there in the world? Roosters are poultry birds, and are bred in good numbers around the globe. The estimated rooster population around the globe is more than 25 billion. Roosters' population was around 14 billion in 2000, and it has increased in 2 decades due to their demand for meat and breeding for eggs. Fourth one. Where does a rooster live? These fowls are mostly domesticated by humans for economic purposes, and hence are seen in flocks in good numbers in farms. Some subspecies of these roosters are junglefowl and hence are also found in the wild. These rooster birds are native to South Asia, and more specifically the Indian subcontinent, and from here roosters' habitat has spread across various parts of the world such as Africa, America, Europe, and the Middle East. The fifth one, what is a rooster's habitat? Roosters are reared in the backyards in the farms, where the conditions are suitable for their survival. An ideal habitat for rearing roosters is a large space with small-size flocks and a lot of herbs, grasses, and plants because these birds feed on a variety of plants and seeds for proper nutrition and growth. Sixth one, who do roosters live with? Roosters breed in small packs of their own species. But in larger farms, where a lot of animals are domesticated, these birds are also seen breeding alongside other poultry birds and animals such as cows, ducks, and goats. Seventh one, how long does a rooster live? Hybrid roosters live for longer years than normal roosters. Roosters' lifespan on average can be somewhere between 3 to 6 years. According to the standard Guinness Book of World Records, the oldest rooster's age was somewhere around 12 years, when it died of heart failure. The eighth one, how do they reproduce? After mating, the hen lays around 10 to 12 eggs in a clutch. These eggs can be fertilized or unfertilized depending upon the conditions. The hormones involved in maintaining the overall reproductive cycle in a hen are estrogen, progesterone, and gonadotropin, similar to the hormones in humans. Hence these birds hold a lot of importance in embryology as well. Ninth one, what is their conservation status? Roosters fall in the least concerned category of species. They are reared in good numbers across the globe, and hence there is an increase in their numbers globally. Roosters' population is in the billions, and a rise is seen in their breeding count in the span of 2 decades due to increasing demand. So, today we are talking about full details about rooster birds. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.